everybody. Welcome back to a little more wine enjoyment with Michael. It's great to have you here. We are experiencing a rather odd weather system here in the first week of May. And I had thought we would be sitting on the porch, enjoying a nice warm sunset and drinking maybe a Southern French rosé. But the circumstances have changed, and we should always adjust. We don't have the same wine in any given circumstance. We have to think about how it all meshes with the overall experience of the evening. So today we're going to try something a little different, which I hope each of my videos does. Today we're going to see how a lightly spicy, not too spicy, South Indian style fish fillet, sauteed fish fillet, goes with wine. Now, we talked about getting the very low acidity wines to pair with spicy food. In this case, the low acidity part's not important because the fish is not going to be really spicy. Vanaja made it rather mild, just tasty. And so our goal here is to get something that'll stand up to the boldness, not worry so much about the spice itself, but there is a boldness that comes with that flavoring. So tonight I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to see whether a particular grape, now again I'm going by grape, so we'll try that. A particular grape from two different regions works well with the fish. In this case, we're going to try Gewurztraminer. Now, Gewurztraminer is grown in many places. Perhaps I'm going to make a claim. The most famous place is Alsace in eastern France, and so for that reason, the traditional Alsatian Gewurztraminer, we're going to have a taste of this very affordable Trimbach. I got it at Costco. I think it was under 20 bucks, but it should be good. Again, this is one of those great European opportunities where price does not necessarily, low price doesn't mean low quality. This is going to be a very nice wine. It has 14% alcohol, so we'll see how that comes into play. And then we're going to compare it against a California Gewurztraminer from the Anderson Valley. And this is by Navarro. Now, Navarro has a very, very good reputation locally. We are huge fans of the Navarro wines. The founders of the winery loved Alsatian wines. So what did they do? They went to Anderson Valley, which they thought had a very similar climate and soil to Alsace. And they grew Alsatian grapes. And sure enough, they make really good wine in that region, a la Alsace. And the Navarro folks have stuck to a lot of the Alsatian grapes. So they have this Gewurztraminer. Of course, they have the Riesling and the Pinot Blanc. You can get those grapes in Alsace as well. In this case, the alcohol content of the Navarro Gewurztraminer is a full percentage point lower. So it'll be slightly different in that respect. So we're going to be comparing same grape to entirely different regions of the world, molded with a particular taste profile in mind. And this is not one better than the other. It's just an interesting experiment in enjoying something that you're not quite sure what the difference should be, and we'll find out. All right, so we're going to go with the Navarro first, and this is a 2021 Gewurztraminer from the Navarro land in Anderson Valley, California. Oh, very floral nose, very floral. Some people look to Gewurztraminer to provide a peppery experience, but you wouldn't know it from the nose. And by the way, the The Riesling Alsace nose, and any Riesling has a completely different smell. So when I think of Alsatian wines and wanting to pair with this kind of dinner or cheese, I think of Gewurztraminer or Riesling, but you could go any grape. But what's interesting is that even within the region, huge variety of grapes and experiences, including on the nose. All right, so we have our California Gewurztraminer. Very nice. Very light, clean, crisp. I wouldn't say peppery. Just this is one of those crowd pleasers. This doesn't need a lot of explanation. You can serve this and just have fun with it. It's not big, bold. It's not buttery. It's not taste bomb of any way, shape, or form. It's not even lean and astringent like maybe a Cabernet. I mean, like a Sauvignon Blanc. That's very nice. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to take the fish fillet that Vanita has very kindly presented us, and I'm going to prepare a piece. Very nice fish fillet. And yes, it goes very well. Very nice complimentary experience. Doesn't detract. The wine is not overpowered in any way. There's not an issue with acidity. The acidity is the acidity is there, but very low key. All right, so let's move over to the Trimbach, the Alsatian Gewurztraminer. This is a 2017, slightly different color, little deeper yellows. This also is very floral, but this also has a fruit on the nose. The Navarro was more floral than fruity. This has a little bit of the pear, maybe apple on the nose, and a nice floral sensation. Oh, this is excellent. This is even lower acidity, but not like that white Chateau de Pop we tasted. This has just a hint of acidity. This reminds me of some of the Sancerres. There's some very delicious Sauvignon Blancs from France in Sancerre or Manitou Salon that have that crab apple or sour apple type of taste with a sweetness as well. So this is a little sweet and sour, little bit peppery, really nice though. This gives you a lot more. I think the Navarro Gewurztraminer was just good, fun, nice. This is a little more than that. It has all the pleasing characteristics that we had in the Navarro, but it has a little more because it has a little bit more fruit. It has a little bit more fullness. Nothing lean about it. There is a little residual sugar. So if you don't like sweet wines, this is a little bit sweet. The Gewurztraminer was intentionally drier. They make it that way. And then this, too, we are going to try with some fish. Very nice. Funny though, this doesn't pair as well with the fish. You know, when you go to Alsace, you go to Strasbourg, you have that choucroute, right? The French way to say, or the Alsatian way to say sauerkraut. That's really good, and that is really good with the Rieslings and Gewurztraminers. This with the fish, this was probably a little too big for the fish. The Anderson Valley Gewurz, because it doesn't have as much fruit, because it is just slightly drier, goes better with the fish, I would say. Cheese or something, so we'll try a little goat cheese. Now, the Alsatian Gewurztraminer with a little tangy / sour goat cheese, that is a winner. So I think you need something that specifically addresses the little bit of residual sugar here in the wine. The fish doesn't do that. For that, you need a little bit leaner California Gewurztraminer. Both really good, both right at the $20 price point. In fact, probably less. I forget how much we paid for the Anderson Valley one last summer in 2022. I think we probably paid $15, $16. But both great opportunities if you're in the mood for something that pairs well with cheese. You might distinguish one from the other for your main course pouring, but they're both going to go well with cheese. I would say that a sort of a basic Brie or Comte even would be good with the Gewurztraminer. I like the tanginess of the goat cheese with the Alsatian version, but the thing that I haven't thought of, and maybe it would go well, something salty like a Roquefort might go well with both. So that's just a hint, and we can try that sometime. Well, thank you very much. It's been great chatting with you, and hope to see you on the next video.